Let's talk about coming off that 2-touchdown performance, and despite the loss, what kind of things do you focus in on as you're going through this losing streak personally to get you through the rest of the season?
Honestly, I just focus on my individual job, trying to perfect, my craft, each and every day I come into the facility, making sure I'm on my P's and Q's with the, offensive scheme and my responsibilities every single week. So, I just try and control the things I can control. So, yeah, like you said, a great 2 touchdowns, but, I always want to get the W.
Cole Kmet was talking about the kind of perspective you have to have as you're going through these tough streaks. The individual performance is one thing, but do you try to keep a big picture thing as well as you're a rookie and you have a long career ahead of you of what to accomplish? How do you approach it?
Yeah, absolutely. And, I want to, accomplish, individual things as well. But, the biggest thing is the team, and being able to win games and, play meaningful games and get to playoffs and get to the Super Bowl is the ultimate goal. So, those are at the top of my goal sheet. So, doing the individual things and, striving towards those things can help. But it's, the main thing is, trying to bring everybody together and continue to, put good stuff on tape and get W's. So.
What's Thomas Brown's message been this week?
He's been awesome. I think, he kind of relayed the control what you can control, what was great for us and pushing through adversity. A lot of people run from it, and this would be a time for, a lot of us to run from it. But he's saying, you got to push through that, you got to push through the fire, push through the adversity, and face it head on. And that's the best way to, go through it. So we're kind of in that limbo right now, but, we're attacking it.
You've gone through the division stretch once around, now you're going to go through it a second time. What did you learn about what the NFC North is all about after going through it that first time? You're laughing.
No, it's fun. It's fun, and it's, it's tough football. Every team, kind of in the NFC North kind of carries themselves with a tough mindset and a physicality. So, you got to bring your A game and your hard hat every time you step on the field with one of those teams. So, just like they have to do with us. So, it's fun, and, it feels meaningful and it feels, impactful when you play those games. So, I have a good time.
Have you had your welcome to the NFL moment yet as a rookie?
Oh, yeah. My welcome to the NFL moment was my first catch. When the ball got tipped and then I into the air, and I kind of stripped it out of the air and then came down with it and immediately got hit, fumbled the ball, and then my boy Tev picked it up for me. So that was my first catch in the NFL, and it was my first welcome to NFL moment. So I started off with it.
Yeah, going through this long NFL season, I mean, you obviously played in a national championship last year, but to play in 17 games, are you feeling it, or do you feel like you've kind of been able to withstand the tougher and longer season that happens in the NFL?
Yeah, no, I definitely have been feeling it. It's been a long season, and a long year, especially with all the different processes going through the draft and all the different types of training you got to do from, combine to, pre-draft and pro day and all those different things. So it was a kind of a unique off season. So, but at the end of the day, super grateful for the path that I'm on and, the opportunity to do this. So, I try and carry that mindset, but, it'll definitely be awesome to be able to, get into the off season at some point and work on what I want to work on.
What would that be?
Anything, revolving around receiver, want to improve my routes and, those different things, and also get my strength up a little bit too. Now that I've tested, at an NFL level, I got to put on a few, LBs and get my strength up.
I remember when you were drafted, we all kind of learned that you look at the records and you talk about how you want to beat them all. Mm-hmm. And I know you pointed out, or you were informed of the Bears' all-time receiving record, and you were like, "That's it," and you were going to do more. And that was Johnny Morris. And I know you got to meet him because he came out to a practice. What was that moment like to see the guy that holds the record that you're chasing?
It was awesome. It was awesome. It kind of gave me some perspective on life too, because he was talking about it. His time when he played, and they was playing for what seemed like nickels and dimes, and it was crazy. I think he made like $46,000 in a year. So
different times.
Yeah, it was a different time for sure. And that gave us a perspective on what we do and how blessed we are to come out here, and also gives like you said, and drives me to go beat that record and in his honor and people that came before me.
When you're in such a room that has so much talent in it, is it hard to manage expectations of the individual achievements that you want to have, or are you able to kind of keep that big picture view of it?
For me, I really just want the success of the team and the wide receiver room as a whole. Honestly, I think when you pursue those things, the individual goals will come, along with that. So for me, it's just focusing on doing my part and my role within the offense and within the wide receiver room particularly. And, I'm always rooting on, the guys next to me to go get theirs, because I think we can all eat, honestly.
Keenan Allen was described by Chris Beatty as the best football mind, smartest football player he's ever been around. And I know you were learning about his route running early on in training camp and such, but as he's now apparently leading extra meetings with you guys and everything like that, what more have you picked up from him?
Yeah, no, he's like, I agree 100% with Chris Beatty on that. His offensive mind is crazy. He was able to learn under Phillip Rivers when he was over there at the Chargers, and just his understanding of the game is super impressive. And you start to really learn his routes and why he's able to run his routes so well. And be open on so many different things because he knows, the offensive scheme, and he knows defenses, and he knows football so well. And he's truly, one of a kind, unique type of football player. So, like you said, he's leading meetings. I'm full attention. Right now, I know he's trying to learn everything I can. So, because I know he's a special player. You
came in with Caleb, and you guys obviously had a relationship prior to being drafted to the Bears. Where have you seen the most growth in that relationship, both on and off the field, as you guys near the end of the season?
Yeah, I think we've gone on the field with chemistry. Completing passes together. That's something that continues to build chemistry and build trust in one another, and something that will continue to grow. But off the field too. We've gone to have fun with some of the other pals, like amusement parks and movies and different things, and we play some video games from time to time. So all those things help us bond and create lasting memories, because it's not all about the stuff on the field, but the relationships and everything outside of it as well.
What's something people should know about Caleb?
Something that you should know about Caleb. I would say he's an elite gamer for sure.
Okay.
He don't even need. He'll hop on and he'll just go crazy. Like he could tell he takes that focus into everything he does. So he's competitive in that way, but he's elite.
What game are you guys typically playing?
We play some Call of Duty here and there, and then the new Marvel Rivals game came out, so we was playing a little bit of that. So yeah.
Okay, I know nothing about video games, but I had to ask.
Yeah.
You talked about the individual accolades that you want to achieve, the team accolades that you want to achieve over these last 4 games, but everyone talks about the talent in this locker room still, and the belief that still exists. I mean, how would you describe how this entire team is focusing and supporting one another over these last 4 games?
Yeah, no, exactly. I think the talent that we have in the locker room kind of creates that frustration as well for us. Is like our expectations and the talent that we have, we should be in a different position. But we're all in this together, and that's, I think, our biggest mindset is at the end of the day, we're all going through this, and that's something that we share in common. So we all put our best foot forward and encourage one another to do the same. And when you have the character of the guys in the locker room like that, it's not hard to get guys to do that.
Is it a little bit easier to get up for these primetime games? Have you found that, or
yeah,
do you
definitely
sense
fun.
The excitement, or what do you like about them?
For sure. Yeah, it's gonna be my first. Did we play?
You guys had the Thanksgiving game, I guess.
The Thanksgiving. I can't remember if we played Houston on Monday night. If that was
that was Sunday. Was that Sunday night?
I think that was Sunday night.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, but yeah, so this will be my first Monday night game. So it's that's what football's about. These moments and these times where the nation is watching and you're the spotlight. So I'm hoping that go make some big plays.